Hi there, welcome to the Year 9 Online Options Evening. My name's Jim Thompson, I'm the Deputy Head in charge of curriculum at the Castle School. And what we hope is you'll be able to look through the videos, hear from our teachers and make some really good decisions about the options process. We hope that this process will be really interesting but also really helpful. And if you do have any questions at all, please do feel free to email into the school. So the curriculum here at Castle School has always been based around two different principles. Firstly, breadth, and secondly, depth. So in Year 7 and 8, your children would have had a range of different subjects, really seeing the broad and balanced curriculum that we have to offer. And then moving into Year 9, your children would have specialised a little bit further in the greater depth curriculum. And that is the first GCSE that they would have done, but also specialising in a handful of subjects. We're now at the stage where your children will specialise even further. And this is about individual personal choice, and it's about their aspiration and their ambition for what happens after school as well. So the options process obviously involves your children opting for subjects that they would like to do. However, it's also really important that we recognise for the next 2 years, your children will still follow the core curriculum as laid out in the national curriculum and the government. So your children will do English, Maths and Science, RE, PE, as well as doing PSHE and careers education inside their Palm Plus lessons, which is the form time, but also in curriculum enrichment days as well. So in terms of options, your children now need to make some choices around what they want to study at GCSE. We're asking all students to choose 3 subjects. This is 1 national expectation plus 2 open choices. I'll explain in a minute what we mean by national expectation and what we mean by open choices. We would suggest that students choose subjects they genuinely enjoy and the subjects that they are best at, but also having that eye on their future career and their ambition, so taking things which they know are going to help in college or university or future careers, because we really do believe that these subjects are the things that open opportunities, they're the doors that enable students to achieve their ambition later on. Equally, the other thing that they do need to think about is their assessment preferences. A number of these subjects have different ways of assessing. That could be coursework, it could be exams, it could be controlled assessment, so students should also think about that when making those options. The final thing I would say is when making the options, think about what is right for you. Okay, think about what is right for the child. We would advise for students not to just do things that other friends might be doing as well. So, national expectation, what does that mean? Well, quite simply, national expectation is the set of subjects that the government have identified as really key for students to continue to learn into GCSE. They've often called these facilitating subjects because they believe that they may help students get into university. And we think that they're really important at Castle School because they give a really rich cultural experience of how the world works. At the Castle School, our national expectation subjects are computer science, history, geography, and the languages. The languages include French, German, Spanish, and Mandarin. And here at Castle, we would expect all of our students to at least do one of these subjects. They may already be doing 2 or 3 of these subjects, which they can continue with, but they need to do at least one of them. So the open choice. These are other subjects which we offer. We've got a very broad and balanced offer, and students can choose up to 2 of these. So they have their 2 open choices and they have their national expectation choice as well. We have a very broad curriculum, a very broad offer, but there are some things that you do need to think about when looking through this offer. So for example, a student cannot take both fine art and photography because they clash. A student wouldn't be able to do BTEC Sport and GCSE PE because again they clash. However, generally it is very open, and we do ask you to look through those open choices to see what would be best for your child. So at the end of this process, your child should have a full curriculum offer, and that includes the core English, Maths, Science, PE, RE and PSHE and careers in form time. It includes the first GCSE that they're already studying, that they picked up this year and will continue to study through to the end of Year 10. It includes the national expectation, at least 1 national expectation, and it includes up to 2 open choices as well. And that is their full curriculum offer. When they're happy, when they they've decided on that, we'll have an online system where they can enter what their option preferences are, and we will try our very hardest to meet those preferences. What we do suggest is that you talk as much as possible. Talk as a family, talk with the staff in school as well. We have a huge amount of expertise and a huge amount of willingness to help our students as much as possible, and we do advise that Year 9s will contact their tutors, talk to their subject teachers. We understand that this is a really weird, tricky time to do an option process, with students being at home and with teachers being at school. We're not able to have those incidental conversations in classrooms and in corridors like we normally would. So please do get in contact and please do talk. If you are still a bit confused, and if your son or daughter is still a bit worried, then please, on the 19th of January, we are holding an individual options evening where you can get in contact with us and speak to heads of house and speak to tutors. Once all of this process is complete, as I said, it will be online, and if you don't hear from me, that is good news. That means that we're able to put things in place and we are probably able to meet the requirements. If you do hear from me, that will be because something isn't quite right and we may have to make some flexible adjustments. Until then, good luck. I hope it all goes very well, and as I said before, please do get in contact if you need to. Thanks very much.